Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
An option run here for Cam. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll pitch it out to Akers.
2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
As he gets this down to the 41. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. This is not performance just like this.
Chunk of yardage, it's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
He's across midfield.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They fake the give. Newton. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson will find Metcalf. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front back.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On the move to his left.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 on the Seahawks 5-yard line.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Newton. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Newton now to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers, but now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 35-yard line.
Now a run with Akers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Cam's going to run on the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
21-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Newton on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. Now 21-0.
Next to score, Rams 21, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
45-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 38, Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Akers. Gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
From the the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton looking downfield for Kelsey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter, taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 36, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag. Down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Goal at the Rams' 8-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Newman. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Rams 21, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Out to his left. Looking at the sideline, incomplete. He was trying to find Equinemius St. Brown, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. Newton to throw. And double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And now look at him go. 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw. The throw complete to Cam Akers.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Here's Akers.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Newton. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. So close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's good.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Third down.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Finding room at the 30. Man open, it's Goodwin. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he connects with Ertz.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and, of course, he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital.
For Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll go again here with Akers. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try the air now with Newton. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Complete.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st down, Seahawks.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Complete.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. And incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to look deep for, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.